Hello! In today's video I am going to talk about my capsule wardrobe plans for 2022. This is my first year and even my first time trying a capsule wardrobe. I'm gonna have a video up for you next week where I show you my capsule wardrobe. I've already filmed that and these are two pieces that are in it, so here's a preview. But I'm gonna have that up for you next week. In today's video I want to talk about my plans, my why I'm doing a capsule wardrobe, and some thoughts I have on the process, the concept. Let's go. I'm going to base my capsule wardrobe experience this year on Project 333, and I'm going to leave links down below where you can read more about that. But basically you pick out 33 items of clothing, accessories, jewelry, shoes, etc., and they go into your capsule wardrobe. And then you wear those pieces, exclusively those pieces, for 3 months. Now there are some categories that don't count towards Project 333, and I've done some adjustments here. Sentimental pieces of jewelry or things that you never take off. For me, that is my wedding ring, my engagement ring, it's my glasses, and it's my Fitbit. I don't take those off, they don't count. Underwear, socks, tights, sleepwear, loungewear, and exercise clothes or workout clothes don't count so long as the exercise clothes get used, but they do, it's fine. I have, however, at least for this first quarter, the first 3 months of the year, decided to make a few more alterations. I have decided to not count shoes or outerwear, and I'm also not counting accessories. I don't have a huge amount of these. I don't have a lot of variety with them. I have like 4 different belts, and that's kind of the only accessory I wear. Some people count scarves as accessories, hats, gloves, those sorts of things. I count them as survival items because I live in Sweden and it's freezing right now. Now, like I talked about in my last video, as part of my low buy year, I am not going to be buying clothes this year, simply because I have enough. I have enough clothes to get me through the year, it's fine, and if suddenly I don't have something, or if no pants fit anymore, I'll have to make adjustments to that, obviously. But I have enough clothes to get me by, I don't need to add more. In the past, I have both done a 1 in, 2 out, and a 1 in, 1 out, where I add a piece of clothing and I get rid of a piece of clothing, or I add 1 piece of clothing and even get rid of 2 pieces of clothing. And this year I simply wanted to try adding no clothing. Now, if someone were to gift me clothes, I would not say no, I would accept them, but I'm not gonna go out there and buy clothes. Now, my why as to why I'm doing the capsule wardrobes this year, there are a few of them. One is that I want to love all of my clothes. I want to feel good in them, I want to feel excited to wear them, I want to feel happy in them, really. And I feel like if I both pick out pieces I really like and then I get to wear those for 3 months, I'll like them for these 3 months. There won't be a time when I have to wear something in there that I don't like, because ideally, if I put it in there, I should like it. But also, once the 3 months are up, once it's time for a new capsule, a new season even most of the time, I'm hoping that will be a fun experience as well. I already, before doing this, have separated my winter stuff from my summer stuff, because I live in a place where we have 4 distinct seasons. It can get very cold in the winter and very warm in the summer, and there are certain things that like wool skirts I do not wear in the summer, and some strappy, very thin tops I tend to not wear in winter. So I do already separate like that, and it's always a bit like Christmas when it's time to switch those 2 out and be like, oh yeah, I haven't worn this now in 6 months because it has been too cold for it, and I'm so excited to wear it again. And I'm hoping that that will be the case now too, and now I'll also be changing out my clothes 4 times instead of 2 times, but also having fewer clothes on the go at one time, fewer clothes in my wardrobe at a time. Tying this to my low buy year and not buying clothes, I'm also not going to spend any money on clothes this year, which is also a win. And I'm also hoping it will get easier to make decisions about what to wear. Now, I'm usually not someone to stand there at my wardrobe in the morning and take 15 minutes to pick what I'm gonna wear. I usually just grab something and go, and I feel fine. But decision fatigue is a thing for some people, and during different parts of life and different parts of the week and month and whatever, there are a lot of decisions in general that have to be made, and having fewer clothes to choose from might be an added bonus. However, on the negative side of things and my worries about this project, I am worried that it's gonna go too long between washes and then I'm gonna run out of clothes, especially in the summer months. I live in an apartment where we do not have a washing machine in the apartment. We could install one, we're not about to do that. Instead, there is a communal laundry room in the basement that you book in advance and then you have free access to it for 5 hours. You can do all your laundry and then go back to your apartment and be done. And that's the system we have, that's what I have access to. And I'm a little worried that I'm in summer gonna get very sweaty and not be able to reuse pieces the same way as I can in winter when I have layers, and maybe one layer gets too dirty but I can use a different one as an alternation instead. But theoretically in summer, with it being very warm, I could have, I don't know, like 25 dresses and a couple cardigans or, you know, that kind of thing, sweaters if it's cold, and then just layer those. And that should be enough because I tend to do laundry every 3 weeks. But that remains to be seen how I feel about it, and it might be that the winter is the problem instead because I layer up and then I get sweaty because of that instead. I'll let you know down the line how this project goes and we'll see if it actually ended up being a problem after all. Speaking of laundry, another concern I have with this challenge is if I get sick, if I can't get a laundry time, if for whatever reason I can't do laundry before I run out of stuff, I have run out of stuff. Usually I have enough items in my wardrobe that I could stretch it for far longer than 3 weeks and still be fine. And I don't think it's going to be a big problem, but there is a possibility. And also, if the pandemic is better this year, if it's possible to do something, if I feel comfortable doing something, taking a weekend in a different city or something like that, nothing major, I have to time that to make sure that I have clean clothes in my wardrobe. Whereas again, usually I would have more options even if I'd used all my favorite things. Another potential challenge I have is color. I really like color. I dress in a fair bit of it. I have quite a bit of black and dark clothes for the winter months as well, but I do like wearing color. And a lot of the capsule wardrobes I feel are out there. A lot of the capsule wardrobes I see at least are very neutral. There are browns, beige, black, gray, white, those sorts of colors, which in a way maybe makes it easier to mix and match your stuff, but I think that's possible to do with color as well, and that is part of this challenge for me. Is it gonna be something for everyone? Maybe not. Is it gonna work for me? Hopefully. And given the fact that we're to film next week's video and I know what's in my capsule for the next 3 months, there is a fair bit of color in there, spoiler. And I'm very excited to see how it all goes together. And not every piece is going to go together, and that's perfectly fine with me, but I think there are some combinations that I haven't yet thought of that are going to be really good. While I'm going to be doing the capsule wardrobe, I'm also going to try the hanger trick, which I've also done before, where I will put everything into my wardrobe with the hanger facing the wrong way, facing out is what I tend to do, and then once I've worn it or once it's back from the wash, depending on which comes first, I will switch the hanger the way I like them facing, and that will indicate that this piece has been worn. Now I'm really excited to try this out. There might be issues along the way, there might be things I need to rethink down the line, but I'm really excited to do it and see what do I actually wear, do I feel happy in it, are there pieces in my wardrobe that I don't put into any of my capsules and still say that I love, and then why is that? Why didn't I put them into a capsule? But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back, like I said, with the capsule wardrobe for the first 3 months of the year next week, so stay tuned for that. Bye!